Hello everyone, this is Adet and I'm back with another video. I'm trying something new since I got a new webcam a few days ago, so I'll I'm seeing if this is better than my old equipment, but well, if it doesn't work, I'll just go back to my old method. But anyway, I'm back with a new video since Johnny's West's rainboW is dropping next week and the information for the composers and arrangers has been released just a few days ago. I figured I'd share my thoughts and my predictions on the tracks for the album. I won't be able to mention all the arrangers and composers because the video would get really lengthy, but either way, I hope you find this informative and I hope it will hype you up even more for the upcoming album. So let's go! So Jasmine Park is back once again in this album, contributing two new songs, the title track Rainbow Chaser and the other track Trickster. So both of these tracks have samples in the special rainboW website. I've listened to both tracks and they really feel so different. Like you have Rainbow Chaser, which is very bright and very hopeful and very light actually, whereas Trickster is much more hard hitting. It's like more of a dance kind of music or like electronic kind of music feel to it. So in that sense, I am really just constantly amazed at how Jasmine Park is able to write songs that span a variety of genres. If you remember, they're also the ones responsible for Big Shot and Double Trouble, and they also co-wrote Shoko, which have all been commercial successes for Johnny's West. And even Chameleon, which is the B-side for Shukan Umaku Ikuyobi, it holds the record for Johnny's West video to reach 1 million views the fastest. So I think it's just a testament to how amazing Jasmine Park is, and I really can't wait to listen to the full versions of Rainbow Chaser and Trickster just to see more of their magic. So another songwriter on the list is Muteki Dead Snake, who in this album composed two songs. So he was the one who composed Dokoda and Kakoshi Laundry. So Kakoshi Laundry is the song that's available only on the limited edition A of the album. So for those who might be familiar with West songs but aren't so familiar with the songwriters, Muteki Dead Snake is the one responsible for Aino Dore on the West V album. So for those who watched the concert, if you remember that sequence where West is like in the cage, yeah, that's the song and he's the genius behind that. So I personally actually like Aino Dore, apart from its very amusing vocal arrangement. It's actually quite a serious song if you know what it means. It really makes one think about how people perceive love, what kind of love they need, etc. So I am just very very curious as to how in particular Kakoshi Laundry would sound like, because if you've heard the samples in this website, you would have heard Dokoda. It's the typical West brand of crazy, which I personally like to listen to. But Kakoshi Laundry, which roughly translates to innovation or reform, and then logic. So it's, in a sense, I'd like to think it can roughly translate to a new way of thinking. So with a song title like that and the kind of music that Muteki Dead Snake is known for, I'm wondering how this would be like when I listen to it. I still can't get a grasp of what it would sound like. Would it sound like the crazy Dokoda type of thing, or would it sound more like what he did for King and Prince, which is Kimi wa Kireda? I had a friend lend me a copy of it, and it's very different from the songs that Muteki Dead Snake has done for Johnny's West. It's a very different feel. So I'm wondering what Kakoshi Laundry has in store. So I'm really excited to check that out as well. So apart from the familiar songwriters or people who have already worked with Johnny's West in previous songs, there are also a list of new names or people who have written songs for Johnny's West for the first time. Probably the most notable one is Yanagisawa Ryota of Super Beaver, who wrote the song Hada Janakte Mo. If you've listened to the sample again on the rainboW special site, the song has a very, very band sound to it, which is not different, or rather it's quite similar from what Super Beaver has released, which isn't surprising because Yanagisawa is the composer of also of some of Super Beaver's songs, so it's not surprising that the song for West would be more of a similar mold to it. I'm looking forward to this song in particular because I am interested or in seeing how this would sound live. If you've watched Double Trouble, the concerts of Double Trouble, you would remember that they did a live setup for some of their songs, and I'm hoping that that carries over to the concert shows for rainboW because West does so well with a live band setup, and Hada Janaktem would be one of the songs that would be perfect for it. So I'm really, really hoping for a live band setup for this particular song. So another amazing thing about rainboW is that there are two songs written by two female songwriters. So the first one, of course, is Mireille. This has already been announced weeks before. She wrote the all-English song Paradise. She wrote the lyrics for that. And I'm very interested to see or to hear how West would sing a purely English song. Fans have been praising them for their pronunciation in English. So singing might be a different matter, might not be a different matter. We can't tell at this point until we actually listen to the full song. But I'm very interested to see how they would interpret a song written by a female and written by someone like Mireille who has been very commercially successful. So for those who aren't too aware, her songs have been used in a lot of dramas, and even for Kakegurui, which Ryusei will star in, she will be singing the theme song for that. So I'm just happy that she got to write a song for West, especially since it's her first song for another artist or group. So I'm really excited to hear this. Another female singer-songwriter that's on the composers list for the rainboW album is Yamazaki Aoi. So her song Omi Fuwari also has a sample on the rainboW website. She wrote the lyrics for that, although the music is from a different composer. I noticed that the lyrics are a little gentler and a little softer, I guess, than compared to a lot of West's other songs. It might be because Yamazaki's music credentials or the songs that she has written are mostly for female idols of Hello Project. So although she has written songs for male groups as well, but basically majority is either for her own songs or for female idol groups. So in that sense, as with Mireille, I'm interested to see how West would interpret a song written by a female songwriter. What I've heard, at least from the single or from the sample, I actually like what I've heard so far, and I just hope that this entire song will be a lot better. So another song that I'm excited about is Push. Junta mentioned in his J-Web that the song has lyrics in 4 languages. So that's Japanese, English, Chinese, and Korean. So Chinese Mandarin in particular, I would believe. So I heard the sample on the website. I only heard the first 3 languages. I cannot yet decipher where the Korean mixes in with all of that. Maybe it's in another part of the song, I'm not quite sure, but I'm just excited for a multilingual song. As Junta said, he hopes that this will bring them closer to an Asia tour, maybe when everything is better. Hopefully, that would happen. But I'm just really excited about the prospect of hearing West sing in four languages live. So, one thing that made me feel like a bit nostalgic is seeing the composer list for the song, and one of the names mentioned was Joshua Leong. So Joshua Leong is based in LA. If you look at his music writing credits, he mostly writes for Mandarin pop artists such as Stephanie Sang, Fish Leong, Jolin Tsai, and it really gave me a throwback to the days when I used to listen to quite a bit of Mandarin pop. So I won't be surprised if he was the one who contributed the Mandarin and the English lyrics to the song. I'm just, so stoked. It kind of connected me to my old Mando pop days. One more thing that struck me about Push is that I felt like it sounded familiar, and then when I looked at the composer credits for the music, I saw the names of Tommy Clint and Atsushi Shimada. They worked on the music alongside Kawaguchi Susumu, and the reason why I felt it was so familiar is that Tommy Clint and Atsushi Shimada also worked on Snowman's Grandeur, so that kind of explains why I felt the songs kind of sounded kind of like they had a similar feel. So I'm really looking forward to the full song. Johnny's West always does dance songs quite well. I think this will be no exception to that. So full version, come on! I can't wait for next week. So as I mentioned in my previous video, this album will be the first one which will have solo songs for each member. And I'm really excited to hear all of it because some of the members in particular have been more involved in the creation process of the song. So, for example, of course, Shige, as expected, he wrote the lyrics and the melody for Saturday Man no Otosan. It's a gift to his father, so I feel like it's going to give me a lot of emotions. Shige is someone I feel who writes things that are very important to him and very close to him, which is why his songs are very effective in drawing an audience in. I don't think I've heard of a song that isn't right up my alley. Even Oishigoto, which is one of his more fun songs, is just a joy to listen to. So I'm really looking forward to what this new song of his will offer. So moving on to Akito, his song Kana Sando, he wrote both the lyrics and the melody for this. I think it's his first foray into trying to compose the melody. For lyrics, it's his first one in a long time. I think the last one was for the Lucky 7 album with the unit song with Hamada, Konna Kyoko Tsukurimashita. I think that's the title. They wrote the lyrics together. So it's been, if you're not gonna count Hanbunko, which everyone wrote one line for, this is his first foray in songwriting in quite a while. So I'm very interested to see how this would sound like, because my image of Akito is somewhat more traditional. He loves Okinawa. He can, I'd like to think he'd infuse some, like, I don't know, maybe some traditional instruments, or maybe I'm stereotyping. I really can't say at this moment, but I do think this would be more of a mellow song, one with a gentle melody, and paired with his powerful voice, I am looking forward to a song that I will keep on listening to. So for Kami-chan, he wrote a song titled Knockout. I think he deliberately titled it, made the title such because it starts with a K and ends with a T, and it's the initials of his name. So I think that's a bit of a genius. But I think what's even more genius is that the arranger of the song is also called Knockout Monkey. Now, Knockout Monkey is a rock band from Kobe, which is of the same in the same prefecture where Kami-chan comes from, Hyogo Prefecture. So I'm very excited to see the collaboration. And this will definitely be a rock song, considering that Knockout Monkey is a rock band. So I would be very surprised if this doesn't go the direction that I'm thinking, which is like rock. So, but either way, it's still very much up Kami-chan's musical preference. So I'm looking forward to some like hard hitting vocals and arrangement. So it's another song that I would like to jam to. If he can do a band setup in concert, that would be awesome. But well, let's see. Let's see what this song will bring. Oh, before I forget, Kami-chan also wrote the song "Good Afternoon." I can't figure out yet how to pronounce it. Good, because he has the two exclamation points, I think, after good. But anyway, it just reads "Good Afternoon." He composed that song for the group, and it's available in the regular edition of the album. So I'm also excited to see how he will progress from survival into Double Trouble. Just a very, very hard hitting and very cool song. So I have a feeling it's going to be a bit more light, more funny song, but well, let's see how it will go. So for Do You Say, his song is entitled Flower of Romance. And this song was actually written by his brother-in-law. It's quite, I don't know. I won't say it's unconventional, but not many people can say that they had a song written for them by their brother-in-law. So his brother-in-law is part of the group Ali. So their music has a. I noticed that their music has a lot of like brass instruments. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how the arrangement would be. I feel like if I'm going by the vein of Ali songs, which like a bit R&B, like brass arrangement, I feel like, and also considering the tones of their song, I feel like the Yusei song would make good use of his vocal prowess, especially in the lower register. So yeah, I mean, I'm the mere connection between him and the songwriter is already amazing, and I really just can't wait to see and hear more of singing Ryusei, because his voice has really improved by leaps and bounds over the years. So I just hope that this song will give justice to his vocal prowess. Hama-chan's solo is called Yasashi Hito. It's composed by Blue Vintage, who is their duo of art. They're an artist duo actually, and their songs seem like more of the slow, kind of like acoustic setup, which I feel is great for Hama-chan. I feel like if you're going to if the song would be similar to Blue Vintage's music, I feel like it would be nice to have that song being played like by Hama-chan, not just for him to sing too, but also for him to play the guitar too. So I am hoping that it would be something that can showcase Hama-chan's of Hama-chan's vocals and guitar playing abilities. I'm glad that Blue Vintage seemed to have a good time working with him, if their tweet was any indication. So for context, they shared an article from Real Sound about Hamada's solo song, and then they tweeted, the QRT'd it with Yasashi Kata. So I'd like to think they were referring to Hama-chan as a very kind person. So I'd like to think that this song, apart from showcasing his vocals and hopefully also his guitar playing skills, I'd like to believe the song will also showcase how kind and how gentle Hama-chan is. So for Nonchance song, can't say too much if I'm only going to base it on the composers. So Komu and Yu wrote the music for this. So they've worked on songs with Yukas and Heisei Jump. And I if if the two songs I've listened to are anything to go by, the song might be a medium tempo electric like dance song. Although I feel that if that is indeed the case, it would be able to showcase like Nonchance dancing, which is good. I actually like seeing him dance. So the vocals, Nonchan has good vocals. I just hope that if in the event that it might be an electronic song, his vocals won't be synthesized too much. But well, let's see. Either way, I hope this song would be suited for Nonchan. If it is indeed like an electronic kind of arrangement, I do think it would be suited for Nonchan in terms of like just the feel of it, because cool person who can dance so well and sing so well. I just feel like hearing what common you have worked on. I feel like they have been able to make a song that suits like Nonchance personality in general. That's it actually. I hope that you enjoyed listening to my predictions. So maybe you have some predictions of your own. Do you agree to what I've said, or maybe you have a different take on the tracks for each album? Are you excited to get your copy? Have you seen the rainboW MV which just dropped out of nowhere? Tell me all your thoughts and feelings, etc., opinions in the comment box, and I'll make sure to read all of them and reply to each one. So until my next video, I hope you'll be able to wait until then. See you!